Hey, welcome back, Madcap Toys fans. You're back at the Christmas cottage. Hope you're doing fantastic today. Snow has melted a little bit, thank goodness. But me and Daren know that it's going to be short lived because Friday we're supposed to get some more. But the good news is we were able to get out of our driveway today and get those packages that we had out the door. So now we are in reset, and Daren just had a few more items just kind of spill onto his sales plate, which is always great, right? You don't want to stay at zero when you're a reseller, right? But before we begin, if you haven't already, what are you doing? Subscribe to the Madcap Toys family. We want you to be a part of us. We keep heading towards that 5,000 subscriber mark. We want you to be a part of our family. Also, hit that bell for all notifications because each and every time we upload content, of course, you're going to be the first to know. And you know we love comments, guys, and keep them coming. We appreciate each and every one of you that have been, giving us the information that we need out there of what's going on and how things are going with you. We really do appreciate that. Something to share with you guys. We do got some stuff to share. Not only are we going to continue on the honorable mention what sold that went out today, but we're also going to talk about a certain subject you guys just found out this morning, like we did. Facebook Marketplace. Now, eBay has sent us a message and sent you a message if you're on eBay that yes, now eBay has partnered with Facebook Marketplace to sell items basically on your behalf. So your listings. Now, you probably, maybe if you haven't read the message, go, huh? And have some questions. So we at Madcap Toys here are going to try to get those questions answered. And if you have some more after this video, let us know in the comment section below and we'll get right to them. And hopefully we'll be able to get those questions answered for you because we're just like you. We just found out this, not too long ago. So in our message box. So they do have a Q&A in there a little bit. So it might be able to help you with some of those questions. So basically, in a nutshell, Facebook Marketplace and eBay have joined together to be able to start listing some of your listings. They say select listings, so we don't know all what that is, what categories, anything of that nature, but they're getting it to where they're starting to give you and I some viewage in the Facebook Marketplace world. Now you're going to say, now how is that going to work? What's going to happen? Do I need to do anything in Facebook Marketplace? Do I need to sign up for an account? What do I need to do? Well, eBay has told us that we don't need to do a thing. All we need to do is just keep listing our listings on eBay like we always do and just go along with it. So what's going to happen is they are going to have select listings from all over ebay.com that will generally appear in Facebook Marketplace. So say, for instance, you have someone in Omaha, Nebraska looking at your Vera Bradley purse right here and right now through Facebook Marketplace. They look at their phone and they're like, I love this. I've got to have it. What happens is when they click your listing that's appearing on Facebook Marketplace, whether it has a button that says buy it now or what have you, it's basically going to take them on a little ride over to ebay.com. Like it's just going to take them right to there, and they will be able to complete their purchase just like they do with you on ebay.com, right? They go to the cart, they go to checkout, put in their, payment information, voila, it's there. Same thing. So they're going to redirect them from that spot with Facebook Marketplace over to ebay.com. They're going to finish out their purchase, put in their payment information, their ad, the whole thing, and then click complete or what have you, and then it's going to be just like it always is. So you don't have to do anything. eBay's already got it set up to where they're just going to get them to that one point to the other, having it a smooth transition. You get the order on eBay, you write it down, you pack, you ship like you always do. Nothing is going to change for you. The only thing that's going to make it better and be different is we as resellers are going to have more and more opportunities to sell. We might get new buyers. We may get newer opportunities because maybe these folks, they just look at Facebook Marketplace. I have relatives they don't go on ebay.com. They go to Facebook Marketplace to buy all their stuff. So whether it's clothing, furniture, etc., they go there. So maybe this will help you and I for more opportunities, have more of those buyers that they don't go to eBay, but they go to Facebook Marketplace, etc., and getting those new opportunities. Let me know in the comments below if that is something that you've already experienced already, that you got a buyer from Facebook. To be honest with you, I know some people are going to ask, are they going to let you know that these people came from Facebook Marketplace? I don't think they're going to tell us verbally, right, Darren? They're just basically, we're not going to know anything unless possibly that we look up in our, what do you call it, the graphs, the charts, you know, stuff like that, that you got some external buys. Now, for me at Madcap Toys Plus, the newbie, right, the new girl, it's been showing on a chart that I've been getting some external traffic, which means I'm getting some traffic outside of eBay that is, and it doesn't say if they have purchased any of my items, but I have been getting some external views from outside. So that could be Google, that could be anything.
Well, I think eBay is advertising the new stores.
I think so too.
Because the only externals I got was when I was buying ads.
When you were buying ads at the time,
so
promoted
I don't
offsite.
think they're advertising the old sites on the old servers like they're trying to push the new sites on the new servers. Now, that's my speculation.
Sure.
But we've got the internals on the two sites that tell us.
Right, exactly. So what Daren is saying is, on the God, we call it the Godfather. It's just a joke between me and him. The big guy, the big site. And his charts right now, they don't show external viewage. They at all. They have nothing. Like no external viewage whatsoever. It's just inside or what have you on his charts. Mine at Madcap Toys Plus, the smaller kid, the 1,000+ listings there, it shows that I have a little bit of external. So what we're trying to say is, I think, and this is our speculation, this isn't gospel, guys, so don't say that Madcap Toys said that. No, we speculate that they're probably taking.
Pretty evident, frankly.
It's evident, but they're taking the newer eBay accounts and shoving them to the front line, so to speak. Right? Yes. They're boosting them by putting them out there externally here, externally there. Now, we may get some comments from folks that have got old accounts to say, no, I've got external. What are you talking about? Let us know. Let us know, because at least on our end, as far as we know, our regular Madcap Toy site is not getting external views right now, and our new one is.
Yeah, the only way I've ever got external views that I was aware of via the internals that I have is when I was doing my own outside advertising and marketing.
There was
and that was that one period of time, like people know when we did the experiment, that was showing.
Sure.
Now I have none of that, and you have what they are showing of the little site. And all. Now, there may be some sites that are showing that because eBay may have chosen a site here and there that they're doing that with that are older stores. But to me, that's sort of like picking winners and losers.
I think so too, if that's what they're doing, if it's cherry picking, what have you. I think that's not cool, eBay. But like Daren said, and you guys, if you're new to the channel, I'll explain really quickly. I think it was Daren, a couple months ago before the holidays really hit. He got onto promoted offsite ads. He was paying for that.
I think through September, through the 1st of October.
Yeah, it was really early.
It just wasn't. It was like 4 or 5, 6 weeks. But the turnover, when I checked how much they were advertising me and what they wanted to charge me per day, and I had a limit of $8 a day, which you do 8 times 30 is 240.
It was terrible.
But to me, the money, the returns was just not there.
It was not there. He was paying out more money at that time that he was getting in from sales. And I said, Daren, we got to pull the plug.
I mean, it wasn't like that every day, but a lot of days you was getting no more sales than what you would have got if you hadn't done it.
Yeah, and I told him, and we talked. I said, Daren, you got to pull the plug. I said, because you're not getting, for what you're putting in, you're not getting out. You're losing, and as a matter of fact, you're losing profit. And you're also losing what you put into the item. That's not how we play, right? Resellers, we got to make money. We put in money. We want to make money out of it. We want to get our money back plus profit, right? So, yeah, it wasn't working. So we pulled the plug, and it took a little bit for us to get off of that roller coaster. And then we were back to normal. But even then, it wasn't really showing really good external traffic for what we were paying.
I mean, I would have, when I did the ads, I would have blurbs where you'd have a number that would all of a sudden go, let's say, astronomical number as it was. Okay, and then you go down to Jack Diddley. But you could tell that's usually when they was shutting the site off.
Yeah, they're turning it
and
on.
I mean, if you're running ads, you don't want to not be able to make returns on your ad.
Right. You want to see results when you're putting in the cash, right, folks? It's just insane. But anyway, yeah. So just to recap, eBay's partner with Facebook Marketplace. You don't have to do anything special. Just be yourself. Keep listing, feeding that beast. And they're going to do all the maneuvering with the buyer, and you go as planned. You get the sale, you write it down, you pack it, you ship it, you put it out there. You've done your part. eBay's doing the rest. So I think what they're trying to do, as they've been doing, they're trying to get more and more people or more and more viewage on board of different buyers, different opportunities to help gain us more traffic. That's the bottom line. So you don't have to do anything special. Just do what you're doing, but it's another venue. What do you think about it, Daren, about Facebook Marketplace?
I'll take any advertising. No, I was taught years ago in class, no advertising is bad advertising.
Truth.
I mean, I'm not saying it's all going to turn you into a rich little gold miser.
No.
But, you take what you can get, and let's be honest with you, there's a reason behind why they're doing it.
Right. Oh,
so if they're going anything that draws attention to possibly your items or my items, that's good information.
That's good for me. So, like I said, rolling on, as long as I don't have to stand on my head to do something with this.
As long as we don't got to pay extra.
As long as I have to pay, like you said, extra stuff, I'm with whatever works. So I'm hoping that there's no bugs with that and it just rolls out. So we're going to go get started with the what sold. So again, we had items go out this morning. So we had to get them packed last night after the video you saw yesterday. So the Godfather sold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 items. And at the same time, Madcap Toys Plus sold an item. So that's 10. And Poshmark sold an item. That's 11. So we're going to talk about 11 items on 3 different sites. Now, currently, as we speak right here, right now, Daren, the Godfather, the Godfather site, the big guy, he's got 3 pending orders on top of that.
You're making me sound like Biden, dude.
No, we're not. We're not. Either direction, we're not. But anyway, he's got 3 pending orders on top of that we're not going to talk about till next video. They just happened literally like during lunch. So those are brand new. And then I had one sale on Poshmark just as we got back from lunch. So that's number 4. And then, of course, Madcap Toys Plus hasn't done squat yet. But I can kind of understand because last night...
That is an evening store.
Well, last night, after the video, after everything was done, after supper, Daren has a bunch of items on the table to list. And I don't want to take away what he's pictured because he pictures every day and everything. And so I didn't have enough time to picture some stuff and list it at the same time. It just didn't pan out. So I was like, you know what? He's got stuff pictured. I'm going to take those items and I'm going to list them on the main site to get that rolling. So I think that helped. I think Daren initiated a little bump there, a sales bump. So I put on, I think he said 29 items, which is a lot of media. It was seasons, DVDs, Blu-rays, etc. Got those on. There's some duplicates. So if he had a duplicate movie, like 2 or 3 of them, I sat there and put one on The Godfather, one on Madcap Toys Plus, and then one on Macari. So different ones. Made sure that we know which ones when they sell. So I tried to do that. So I think that helped bump his up, and then mine was quiet. I think I listed maybe 1 item on it. So it's probably, that's why it's a little dormant today. But anyway, let's get to it, guys. We are going to go to the smaller one. We're going to go to Madcap Toys Plus. And like I said, again, she did come off with one that we had shipped out this morning. And like I said, I'm going to put as you guys know, the picture next to me. And we're not going to try to continue to do this. We want to get back into the toy barn, guys. We do. We love our toy barn. It's still, we've got somewhat of a snow path still, but it's not as bad. The snow is kind of melting down a little bit, but it's still getting harder in there. When we were searching for comics last night and for that CD that we shipped out that we'll talk about in a minute, we were getting snow water in our shed, and it was scary because, it was, it was trying to creep up next to some of the items that we have around. So we have to try to be careful, wipe it down real quick, have the heaters on, and make sure that none of that snow water's getting in.
That's on your shoes.
Yeah, it's just on your shoes. It wasn't even. But by the time you drag that in, you're trying not to track in, you're still tracking something with traction. So we had to be careful that, our comics, nothing got wet, or, we had to kind of dance around things. But we got it, though. Everything was cool. But it's just during the snow season, which we don't get very often, but during the snow season, we got to be super careful around our stuff. So this is why we are still where we are, dormant here in the Christmas cottage. But at Madcap Toys Plus, we did sell an item from our elves bag. We sold the women's unlined balconette bra from Auden, red, from size 36 double D. This was part of our Target pallet buy, guys. We get lots of different types of clothing, as you guys know. And this went out to Pamela. Hi, Pamela. Thanks so much. And this sold for $5.99 plus shipping to boot. And I'll tell you, that's a very good deal because it sold. It didn't have a coupon or anything. It was $7.99. So we took, I think it was like maybe a 20% off coupon. But to be honest with you, I paid maybe $1 for this, 50 cents to $1. So to get $5.99 out of it plus ship was really, really happy with that. Again, we have lots and lots of clothing that is listed. We also have lots and lots of clothing that is still in the eBay death pile that we are working on right now as we speak. So that went out this morning, Pamela. And that was all on Madcap Toys Plus from yesterday. Now we're going to Poshmark. Poshmark, we sold an item. And then, again, we have one pending, but we'll talk about that pending one later on. This dress, I'm glad we have several of them hanging in the closet. We got from the Eddie buy back in the early pallet days. This is the women's long sleeve tie front muse dress from Wild Fable, red floral, new with tag. And it sold for $15 plus ship. I did give a little bit of a discount there out to Chicken and Peas. That sounds good right now, right? Chicken and Peas bought this dress. But again, trying to move these, probably purchases for about $1.50. So to get, that amount back plus a 400% markup, even after shipping and the fee, I'm very, very happy with that. So glad to start moving those out because I have a lot of clothing to move in. So very thankful for that. And I just found out from my pallet place that they are getting pallets out again. So they have been having trouble, of course, just like the rest of us, with the storm and getting a plow to plow their their area. So once this snow calms down, me and Daren maybe go back to looking at pallets again, see what needs we have and what have you, because they have a lot of great case packs there, and seems like that helps. We go through those case packs pretty good, don't you think, Daren?
Yes.
Sometimes, I mean, not all of them, but a majority of them. All right, so we're gonna go to eBay, the Godfather. And we're going to talk about the items that we shipped this morning there. Now we have, again, 3 pending orders. We're not going to talk about those until the next video because it would take a lot of time. But we did sell quite a few yesterday, and Daren was very gracious in helping me find these and helping me with the snow because it's been absolutely insane, as you guys agree.
And like you said, we've got more coming, so we don't know what's going to happen this weekend.
It's true. It's true. We'll know, right, guys? Some people are saying 3 inches. Some people are saying up to 5. Some people said maybe 2.7. I don't know. But it's going to snow. It's definite. It's just a matter of what time on Friday and how much. So we're just going from there. All right. First up, we sold a 2001 C black and white Lionhead Studios. And this went out to Jesse. Hi, Jesse. Thanks so much. And they took advantage of the 24% off coupon. Jesse, we made sure that was pristine before we put that in a padded bubble mailer and sending it off to you protected. And this sold for $5.98 plus ship. Of course, Daren bought a lot of these CDs from a lot of yard sales at the time. So that was one of the early ones.
Order coming in.
You do?
It's a small one, but it's an order.
Okay. That too. And also we have another wholesale direct that we are working with that hopefully in the first quarter, before the first quarter ends, me and Daren will probably get a couple boxes of those and see what we can get out of that. That's what we're hoping for anyway. All right, and the next up, this actually didn't ship out today. It shipped out the other day, but it was in the mess, so we're going to go with it. Daren sells coins still, guys. 1909 Liberty Victory Nickel, or V Nickel as we say. Good condition, found in Coin Album 4. Went out to Matt. Hi, Matt, thanks so much. And went in that eBay standard envelope. And it sold for $3 plus ship. Very good, exactly what it was on the cardboard tag there. And then next up, one of these very lovely ones Daren found for me last night in the coin desk. Corey took advantage of the 24% off coupon, Corey. And just to let you know, we did put signature tracking on that. That way, once it gets to your place, you sign it, because we always do that with coins over $50. That is a rule at Madcap Toys. We want to make sure that you have received that item. This is the 1900 silver Morgan dollar, average circulated, again found in our desk. And this went out to Corey, and it sold for $79.98 plus ship. Very good. Exactly what we were asking for, and had just went out to you this morning. And then the Fizzy Bass. We talked about this on yesterday's video. After the video, I went and elevated or increased the price back to where it's normal again, because folks, and rightfully so, guys, we're taking advantage of not only us dropping the price during the holiday season, but using the 24 to 29% off coupon on top of it, which they were getting the doll extremely low, which we were still making money. We were still getting our money back, still profiting on the case pack. It's just that it's so low that, when Daren has those bigger coupons, it really takes a chunk out. So I did increase the price on those a little bit now that the holiday season's over. But Jennifer got to take advantage of the 24% off and the lower price there. So we sold another Barbie Fizzy Bath Doll and Play Set. And we have 18 more of these available. And it sold for $15.95 plus ship. Very, very good. And then this one next up, Daren has had some trouble, guys, on eBay, seemingly taking a picture of one item and putting it on another item and messing up the descriptions and what have you. So this had been happening
every time we do an update.
With the updates,
we have a bleed over from the listing before. Seems like the listing before the picture stays, because you'll delete it, remove all pictures, you'll put in a new picture, and then the old picture comes back, and sometimes you catch it, sometimes you don't. So
this had been happening at the time when he was doing a bunch of those G.I. Joe blueprints. And so someone reached out to us, probably the guy that bought it yesterday, and said, "Hey guys, you say one thing, but your picture says another. What am I getting here?" So Daren fixed it. He was like, "Thank you for letting us know. Yes, I do have it. This is the picture." Re-advised the whole listing. He was good with it, and we sold it
as soon as I updated.
Bought it as soon as we updated it, and we shipped it out this morning. This is the 1986 vintage Hasbro Cobra Knight Raven and Recon Jet vehicle blueprints. And again, guys, we got that in a bunch in our Greg buy, and we have been still banking profit on these a lot, which is great. Even with Jared taking advantage of the 24% off coupon, still did beautiful. Sold this for $23.98 plus ship. Very, very nice. Really, really good buy and find. And not only that, in the G.I. Joe section itself, Daren sells a lot of parts and a lot of accessories.
Actually, that's what we're putting on today.
And that's what Daren's listing today. There you go. I don't know what I'm listing. I'm a potpourri lister.
Well, I'm putting on a Yoda part from 1980s.
Okay.
So,
Me, he goes with the weapons and the people, the loose action figures and all that stuff, because he's smart at it. Because he grew up with them. He was a boy in the 70s and 80s, and that's his thing. Where if we had bought a bunch of strawberry shortcake dolls, he'd be handing them over to me and saying, "That's your thing, because you know what they are, you know what generation they come from, and you know more about it than I do." So we try to play off that. Now, when it comes to media and other random stuff we get from pallets, we both try to do it. So I try to do that, and media as well, of
Yeah,
course.
you're more of the clothes.
I'm more of the
usually,
clothing,
yeah.
the media, I try to share those roles. But when it comes to G.I. Joe and accessories, that's his bit. I won't be a part of it. If he says Kathy, now he's now versed and trained now to go on Google Lens and to go on the eBay app and take a picture of it and find out what it is. So now it seems like, that's really good for you, isn't it? Where it's
Yeah.
like
I do have one question.
Sure.
Yoda has a cane, right?
The orange one, right? The snake?
Well, he has the snake. That's different than cane.
Oh, sorry.
But so I don't have to look it up. Is cane officially spelled with C or K?
A C. There we go.
Okay,
Cane.
well that's what I put, but I
C-A-N-E.
want to make sure I got it right because I didn't want to do that.
All right, quick lesson. We're gonna tell them on this video here. So quick lesson, Daren. Cane. When someone walks with a cane or a candy cane, it's C-A-N-E. But if it's the wrestler on WWE, it's K-A-N-E.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. But I mean, I was thinking more like a walking cane,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So I was thinking, because sometimes with these action figure lines,
yeah,
they change stuff up to make
they
more sense.
do, and sometimes they'll change spelling and make it,
well,
not
I had
general.
one yesterday that I thought, hey, this is how it's spelled, and then I went in, they had totally reconfigured the word.
They do, but no, good question. Very good question. So, all right, now back to it. 1980s to 2000s Hasbro G.I. Joe Cobra Communications Backpack. This was found in the odds and ends totes, and thank you, Daren, for finding it. Going out to Pierre, thank you so much. Sold for $5.98 plus ship. Exactly what we had on it. So very, very good. And then it seems like our eBay standard envelope stuff is selling too, because people are enjoying the eBay standard envelope pricing anywhere from 97 cents to $1.25. But when I tell people, if you choose that, keep in mind it is going in a standard business envelope like you would send a letter in, because that's what you chose. If you wanted it to be in a padded bubble mailer and weigh a little bit more, then you need to choose Ground Advantage, right? So you're going to pay, $3.50, $4.50, $5 with Ground Advantage. But if you want it in a padded bubble mailer, then you're going to have to pay those costs. If you want to go cheap and go 97 cents to $1.25, then choose the eBay standard envelope. But keep in mind, it's going to be no protection in an envelope, flat.
And I also got notified by Macari today. Again, the fees are officially taking effect today. I checked into an item I just sold on Macari.
Okay.
And we are now paying the fees.
So
now, the buyer will be paying a protection fee, as they call it, right?
That's so stupid.
Which is stupid.
Dumb.
But with that all being said, just make sure everybody stays aware of that the fees have officially transferred as far as we're concerned now. Now, they said some fees may not be shown for about a week still.
They're still integrating.
Are implementing it, but it started today, according to them. It started on the 6th, but
got it.
We've noticed it today.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, more coins. 1920 Lincoln Wheat Cent Good. I couldn't even find this coin. I'm serious. I was upstairs looking at every album, every box, everything in the desk. But Daren went upstairs the next day, and lo and behold, he said, well, it was in Coin Album 2. I said, well, it said Album 5, and I went through all of them, so I don't know. Sometimes another person will be able to find it. Sometimes we both end up not finding things.
They blend in so much after looking, through so many of them.
And it was night. I was coughing and, yada, yada, yada. So who knows? Anyway, this Lincoln Cent went out eBay standard envelope out to Wayne. Wayne, thank you so much. And sold for $1.75 plus ship, which is pretty much average for a wheat cent. And then this little guy, I've had him for quite a while, so was thankful to see him go. Build-A-Bear Workshop, Pink Kitty, Chaton Rose Lot. I think I have another one, or had another one, like it was a rainbow bear, and this one is a pink kitty. And actually took advantage of the 24% off coupon with Daren's eBay. Thank you so much. Found on the Kathy shelf, and this Build-A-Bear sold for $41.99 plus ship. Very, very nice. That was actually purchased during a retail arbitrage a little while back, so I was thankful for that. That was during when the Build-A-Bear is still hot, but when it was really kind of a newer thing. So it was kind of cool to see them manufacture something, for department stores to have to where they can build the bear themselves anyway.
Good.
And then next up, these pants never go out of style. I got 5 more of these, and then I am out like sauerkraut. Goodfellow and Company men's olive green tapered tech jogger pants, size large, and I still can't believe to this day Daren owns a couple of navy pair, and he loves these things. I didn't think he would. He wears them. He loves them.
I'm wearing them now.
He's wearing them right now. Got 5 pair left in the olive green. And Walter took advantage of the 24% off coupon and said, hey, I'm with Daren. I like them too. And these sold for $13.99 plus shipping to boot. I said it for Daren because he's busy typing over there. So that's what went out this morning when we got up. Went out and of course, like I said, you probably are noticing outside too, or did, that it's sunny out. It looks like nothing's ever happened outside with the snow. We know otherwise, right? And now we're all waiting on in a couple of days to see what the weekend shipping is going to look like. But we do now have, I believe I said I have 3 on the Godfather site and now 1 on Poshmark 4. Daren also said that he's got one that just sold on Mercari as well, making 5. So we got 5 pending orders. You probably see behind me, I've actually found a couple of them already that were here in the upstairs office. So very thankful for that. So guys, what do you think of the Facebook Marketplace announcement? Let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. And I'm not going to keep you any more than I already have, but let me know how things are going. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.